Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Atriox, and we're back with another Mortal Kombat video. So I had just did my reaction to the Mortal Kombat Trilogy review, right? But I didn't realize it was part of a bigger video. So I only saw like the 30-second mark, so I didn't get a chance to check out the rest of this video. I gotta stop hitting the mic so much. So we're gonna check out the full video, and then I'll just add my actual reaction to the trailer like after post, so you guys can get my actual reaction to it, because I've already reacted to it. I just didn't know there was a full video. So here we go. We're gonna check this out. Let's see what they're gonna talk about in terms of the Mortal Kombat.
Before we head over to our guests, we have a video to show you. Let's check it out.
We knew pretty early on that the game was fun to play. People were excited about it.
The most rewarding part of it is just seeing people react to it.
We knew that we were onto something.
It was such a shock to see this game. I was like, I can't believe this game exists.
It became something that added to the mystique of Mortal Kombat.
Right.
We're showing you a part of a world that is much larger.
There was no template to make the games. It's a bit of the Wild West.
Every part of that game is an expression of who we were and what we wanted to do.
Flawless victory.
What is up, everybody? We are here at Medieval Times.
We've got new stunts. We're performing new action.
All right, come on, let's get some new information.
Hey, what's up, Evo? Give me a little hype back there. Anyone at the Atari booth back there?
Yeah, don't even sound hype. Like, come on,
Anyways, didn't hear anything.
That's crazy.
I'm Ethan Stearns. I work at Atari. Anyone out there have an Atari or play Atari? This guy right here, 2600 lover over here. I see him down in front, 7800. Nice. So I'm really excited to be here. I've watched Evo many years from home and never had an opportunity to be here, so it's kind of surreal to be sitting on the stage talking to everybody. I'm here with two amazing men from Digital Eclipse. Amazing, I would say, from Digital Eclipse. I'll have you guys introduce yourselves.
Hi, everybody. My name is Stephen Frost. I am the head of production at Digital Eclipse, which is just a fancy way of saying I have my fingers in all of our products, and you know, just trying to make the best products possible. I've been at Digital Eclipse for now, I think, 9 years, and before then, I was at Sega working on a certain Hedgehog game for a while, amongst other things. So, but excited today to talk to a little bit more about our wonderful Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection.
And I'm Dan Amrich. I am also at Digital Eclipse, so I've only been there for about 3 years, but you know, I think the only thing relevant about what matters to this room was anybody that ever read GamePro magazine. I was the guy that sent in the explanation of the dullard code for Mortal Kombat that got printed. So that's my fighting game claim to fame. I'm terrible at the game, but I'm good at putting in the dullard code.
Amazing. Written into history right there, literally.
That is true.
All right, before we get into the panel, we have one more trailer we want to play that premieres a couple things that we're announcing today.
We knew pretty early on that the game was fun to play.
It became something that added to the mystique of Mortal Kombat.
Oh man, that game's so hard, bro. I'm so glad they added it. I'm so glad they added Trilogy, bro.
You
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add my actual reaction to the trailer. I'll put it towards the end of the video.
Woo!
MK Trilogy!
Yeah! Let's go!
You wanted it, you got it.
All right, so
Not what that do, bro.
my question
It's
here for
bugging.
you now, Frosty, is what are we here doing at Evo? Of course, the trailer just kind of gave that away, but what are the two things that we're here for today?
There's a couple things. Obviously, the biggest announcement, one of our secret games that we've been holding back is Mortal Kombat Trilogy. We're excited to
One of the secret games. One. So there's other secret games. So we could be getting Mortal Kombat Gold. Okay.
include that title in this collection. It's obviously a fan favorite. We love it internally at Digital Eclipse, and it's exciting for us to be able to not only include it, but also try to fix a few things, improve a few things on it as well for fans. The other big announcement, of course, that you saw at the end of that teaser trailer is the physical release of the product.
Right.
So we are releasing physical. There's a couple different variations of it too. There's a deluxe version and there's a collector's edition. And I'm especially excited about the collector's edition because it comes with a Goro controller holder, which Goro fans out there, I know there's a
That's
few Goro
cool.
fans out there.
Who's not a fan of Prince Goro?
Yeah,
Come on now.
I mean, it's exciting to see, obviously, the items and the things come together for the physical collection, and hopefully we've included a lot of stuff that fans will really appreciate and dig.
Yeah, it's exciting. The deluxe edition, we've got a lot of little trinkets in there, some like original arcade flyers from the game. Marquees, some really cool stuff. If anyone's interested, they can go to Atari.com. I'm sure it'll be on our front page. We also have some like day one pre-order incentives where you get custom like sleeves for it if you're a big MK collector like we are up on stage.
If you love Reptile or Scorpion or Sub-Zero, we have specific slip cases that you can buy for those games.
Oh, wow.
So I think it's interesting being here at Evo. We live oftentimes in the retro communities, both Digital Eclipse and Atari. So maybe not a lot of people know about Digital Eclipse and the work that you guys do. Can you talk a little bit about why Digital Eclipse should be making this game? What's special about your approach to this?
Sure. There's a lot of reasons, but I think the main thing for those who don't know about Digital Eclipse, we're a studio. We're currently housed in Emeryville, California, just a shy shot away from Pixar. And the studio was originally founded way back in 1992, eons ago. And our claim to fame was we were some of the first folks to do retail emulation, so actually emulation for arcade games in a retail setting. And that was before really emulation was even a thing. The internet was barely a thing back at that point. And since then, we have continued to build upon our emulation chops, but really also transition into hopefully leading the way in relation to game preservation. It's a big thing from our studio and just our individuals who work there in its entirety. The industry has lost a lot of games and IPs over the years because there wasn't necessarily a lot of forward thinking as far as preservation and saving content materials. Fortunately, with our efforts and also partnering with a lot of these bigger companies, people are starting to think more about preserving those design documents and concepts and things like that. As we've continued to evolve, we've really started to not only focus on making sure that the emulations that we create for these games and platforms is as accurate as possible so that fans can play older titles on modern platforms, but it's also to provide more of a historical context for these games, why you should care about it. Because, throwing a bunch of games onto a disc and giving it to someone with no context is fine if you're a fan of those games, but if you aren't a fan or you're a casual fan, there's nothing to guide you, right? There's no reason for you to understand what you should play and why you should play it and why you should care. And a lot of these games really were the things that started this industry or started genres and things like that. And it's important for even current generations to really understand where things came from. So we really focus now, especially...
Every time I see old Mortal Kombat, I just look at the new Mortal Kombat and I'm just like, what the hell happened, bro?
coming from an editorial background. A lot of us came from an editorial background. Dan did, I did, a lot of the folks. So we approach our collections from an editorial perspective in that, what is the story that we're trying to tell here? What are we trying to show people and explain to people? And then when we come up with that, that's how we utilize all the assets, such as the games, the art, development materials, in order to portray that story. And so it's important for us to, even if you're a hardcore fan or a casual fan of the IP, in this case Mortal Kombat, that you go into this product and you leave with a much better understanding and appreciation for what it took to create this IP and why it's great and why you should care. I don't know if you have anything else you want to add to that.
No, I mean that is very much the core of it. Is there is a story to be told about the history of Mortal Kombat and its evolution. And early on, we kind of realized that one of the things that makes Mortal Kombat so special is that people saw video games differently after Mortal Kombat came out. Like, video games were just toys, right? Like, you got them in Toys R Us. And then here comes this thing that challenges everybody's perceptions of what a game can be. And society at large had to step back and go, wait, what is this? How do we deal with this? And that opened up a lot of doors for the next 30 years. So that. And
the interesting part about that too is that, like, Mortal Kombat was going through so much crap when it came out, because of the fatalities, because of the blood and everything like that, and in the media, like Ed Boon and Tobias were going through courts. They were like going through freaking lawsuits while also trying to keep the game going. Like, the amount of like crap that Mortal Kombat got back then, it's crazy, bro. Like, it's so crazy. Like, just to think back about how that is, how it was back then, and just think about where Mortal Kombat is now. Like, it's so crazy, bro. Like,
that's intrinsic to the story that we're telling. We are telling that story with an interactive documentary. We have exclusive interviews. We have some amazing historical like photos and documents and things like that to share, similar to projects that we've done in the past. But I've been really, really excited to go over and find some of these things. I know this exists, and then somebody will go like, oh, I have it in my closet, and they send it to us or they scan it for us. So it's really, hopefully, obviously the games are the biggest draw, but I'm really hoping that people are going to enjoy, when they want to break from the games, digging in and finding out some of the truly amazing stories of how these games came to be.
So speaking of the games, we talked a little bit about Trilogy. Can you elaborate any more, Dan, on like why Trilogy and why it's special?
Yeah, sure.
Really?
I mean, for those of you who don't know, Mortal Kombat Trilogy was sort of the kitchen sink version of Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. It was developed at the end of the 2D cycle of Mortal Kombat. So 3 and Ultimate had come out, and the idea was hatched, let's just put every single character that's ever been in. To be
push back a little bit on what he's saying. Mortal Kombat 3 and the Mortal Kombat Trilogy, I don't know. Personally, for me, I still count Mortal Kombat 4. It's not a traditional 3D game. They're like, it's kind of a tug of war. Like, some people think it's a 3D game, other people think it's not. I feel like you fought mostly as a 2D character. You could move around a little bit every now and then. I was like, it's a 2D fighter with 3D elements, I would say. So, like, technically, that's incorrect.
Any game in Mortal Kombat in one penultimate version, right? Like the ultimate version, not the penultimate version. But and so, because it was a home game only, a lot of people spent hundreds of hours with it. This is their Mortal Kombat. It's a very strong emotional bond to the game that you have played that much, right? And I come from the arcade, so I step up to any Mortal Kombat game.
Out of all the earlier Mortal Kombat's, Trilogy was the one I played the most. Like, it was probably Trilogy and then Mortal Kombat 2, but yeah, Trilogy was definitely the most. It had so many characters, and it was so cool. That game, the fighting style, the way you could do brutalities, like, bro, it was such a good game, bro.
I need a fight stick or else I'm useless. I'm still kind of useless, but I need a fight stick to blame it on anyway. And Trilogy, as soon as we announced Legacy Collection, that was the #1 thing that we saw. Like, oh, you're going to include Trilogy, right? You got to include Trilogy. It was evident from the beginning that this was critical for people, because that was the game, that was my Mortal Kombat game. Everybody has one, but a lot of people bonded with Mortal Kombat over Mortal Kombat Trilogy. So knowing that there's an emotional bond there, we faced a technical challenge, which was we've never emulated PlayStation before. This is the first time in a Digital Eclipse product that we're going to be able to emulate a PlayStation version. And in looking at the code, there were things that could be optimized. There's load times. Obviously, some of that is inherent to the game. But
Shang Tsung's morphs.
Shang Tsung's morphs is the perfect example of this. In the original PlayStation version, you would morph and it would like pause the game while it loads that character from the disc. We don't have to sit through that anymore. So our version is actually better than you remember. Shang Tsung morphs work the way that you would expect them to, or the way that you remembered that they were, that they actually weren't, but you believe that they should have been. So we're really looking forward to people.
It's crazy. When I think about it back about it now, I don't remember there being load times. I don't remember that. That's interesting. That's interesting, bro.
Playing Trilogy, especially knowing they have that bond with it, it literally is better than you remember it to be, because we've been able to improve some of the things that have gone unchecked for 30 years.
And we have it playable at the Atari booth here if you're here at EVO on the floor. So come by. We have it on Switch 2 as well as a PC build. We're going to have some creators coming by the booth today and tomorrow. If you want to challenge a creator, see if you can show your skill at the game. So we'll have that at the booth if anyone's interested in playing it.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 40.
I had another question for you, Dan. I mean, we kind of talked about this a little bit about the additional content that goes on to these collections that Digital Eclipse produces.
Yeah.
Could you tell us a little bit more about like what is your process for that, and then like what can we expect on in the Legacy collection?
Sure, I can talk a little bit about this because we're not quite ready to reveal too much about this. But when we start a project, our editorial director Chris Kohler, he helps me build the story. That's what my actual job is, content editor, right? So I've helped write and gather a lot of the research on this project. And I go way back with the franchise to when I was in the press in the 90s. So this is actually very special for me. But we look at what materials do we have? What's the story that we want to tell? We identify that early. And then it's an awful lot of research, calling old developers. What do you have in your garage? There was an earlier project where I offhandedly asked an Atari developer for Atari 50, you don't have any of this stuff, do you? He goes, yeah, I have a box in my garage. He literally produced 50 documents of hand-drawn stuff for a vector game that nobody had ever seen.
Wow.
So there's a lot of detective work. There's a lot of calling. There's a lot of like, do you happen to still have any old photos? Thankfully, NetherRealm had some archives. So, and then they were able to point us to other people that had the personal archives. So a lot of what we do is research-based and very, very fact-checking. We really do sweat the details. We're not just ripping images off of the internet and saying, we found this thing, you know.
Right.
So, hopefully you will see some of that effort in what we wind up doing.
I hope so, bro, because like I imagine like there is a lot of stuff that goes into that, like interviews and different, like just seeing how things were made, like like I would love to see like background stuff for Mortal Kombat Trilogy, because like man, I'm sure there's just so much stuff that we never got to see that they could do and put out there to really make it worth buying the whole bundle.
But yeah, it's a very lengthy process. We've been working on the documentary part for at least 7 months now, like hardcore. We got to go to Chicago. NetherRealm was very nice, opened their doors. We got to speak to the original dev team. We got to speak to additional people like Eugene Jarvis and Roger Sharp, and you're going to see interviews with them as well as other people that are notables in the Mortal Kombat community who really helped shine a light on what makes this franchise so special.
Yeah, it's been a great pleasure to work with NetherRealm, and thanks to them being interviewed. I think we interviewed almost 25 different people. We have almost 3 hours of new documentary footage videos. It's the most that we've ever included in any of our past collections. So, regardless of your level of Mortal Kombat fandom, there's going to be a lot of immense amount of content and behind the scenes stuff to go through and interviews to watch for sure.
Cool. So just as a recap, we have Trilogy playable at our booth. Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection will be coming out later this year. Physical got announced today, so you can pre-order today all those physical editions that we talked about. The collection consists of MK1, 2, 3, Ultimate 3, 4. There are some additionals that we've announced. And in addition to the arcade versions of those games, we also have a lot of the home console versions, some handheld versions if you want to play MK1 Game Boy Edition, that will be on the collection. So it is a huge collection of Mortal Kombat games, in addition to all the documentary material that Dan spoke about. And it will be coming out later this year.
Yep. And lastly, obviously, we're adding a lot of quality of life improvements to these games. For all of you fans, access to the dip switch settings, access to all of the hidden menus and secrets that would normally you'd have to type in a code, dullard or whatever. You can still do that, but we don't want a situation where fans, especially casual ones, have to say, oh, what's this deal with Reptile in Mortal Kombat? How do I play Reptile? You can learn how to play them in the collection, but then you can also just go into the options of Mortal Kombat and flip a switch that says, I want to play against Reptile, and then you'll jump into a Reptile. It's basically no more secrets. We want this game and this collection to have all the features and accessibility for fans of all types. And so that when you finish and you go through this collection, you really have a deeper and full understanding of all of.
I mean, I get it for the casual audience. I'm glad it's just an option. It's not like something that you're forced to do, because like that was part of the fun of it. Unlocking the fight with Reptile was the fun of getting to that fight. Like I don't know. I guess some people just don't want to deal with doing all the extra steps. I get it.
These games, and obviously the early years of Mortal Kombat.
Awesome. Well, thanks, guys. Thanks for joining me up here. Thank you guys at EVO for having us. We're really excited to bring this game to you.
All right, that's pretty much it. But yeah, like I'm super excited that they're bringing Trilogy to the collection edition, because that was like the main game I wanted to see make it. Like I probably would have still bought it, but like Trilogy definitely makes me want to buy the collection even more now, because Trilogy was my favorite Mortal Kombat from the beginning, from the Midway era. Like Mortal Kombat Trilogy was definitely the top one. But what do you guys think about Trilogy coming into the fold? Like this is, I think it's cool as hell. I think it's awesome, and like it's a staple for any collection that they to include Mortal Kombat Trilogy. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You know, we learned a lot. Like, gonna be a lot of like extra content coming into the collection, so you can see some unique interviews and like items and screenshots of things that we haven't seen before. So it's gonna be interesting to see what's missing from like the Mortal Kombat to Mortal Kombat 4 kind of era. So it's cool to see that again. All right, so let's check this out. This is gonna be it's only 31 seconds. It's not super long. It's super short.
Early on, the game was fun to play.
It became something that added.
Says online play and what? And rollback Neto.
It became
nice.
something that added to the mystique of Mortal Kombat.
Animalities. They added Trilogy! Dude, it's freaking awesome! Oh my god, thank you, Ed Boon. Thank you for adding Trilogy, dude. Because I said it in the last video that I really hope they add Trilogy, because they only had Mortal Kombat 3 and they had Mortal Kombat 3 Ultimate. You cannot do a collection edition and not put Trilogy into it, bro. Trilogy was probably my favorite version of Mortal Kombat 3. So I am so happy they brought this in, dude. That is freaking awesome, dude. What a W. I'm so happy about that. So all the characters gonna be unlocked from launch. So Kintaro is gonna be available on launch. I wonder if this is so cool, dude. I'm so happy Trilogy's coming back, bro. Like Kintaro and Goro in a game that's not freaking Mortal Kombat Armageddon is so cool, bro. I can't wait to play this game again, dude. I freaking miss Mortal Kombat 3.
Flawless victory.
Okay, pre-order the physical edition now at Atari.com. Legacy Collection Deluxe Edition. I wonder if they have the order, what you can order in here. Try it for yourself. Oh, so this is gonna be available at Evo. That's pretty cool. Okay, I wonder if they're gonna slowly just keep adding games, adding some of the Mortal Kombat games to the actual collection. Because like, what games overall? I really hope Mythology makes this, because I feel like Mythology would be so easy to do. I wonder. Hold on, I need to know what games are inside the. Let's go to Google real quick. What games are in the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection? Okay, so no, that's not it. Let's go to Screen Rant. They're pretty reliable. Okay, so here are all the different games. So we got Mortal Kombat the original, Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 3, Ultimate Mortal Kombat, Mortal Kombat 4, Mortal Kombat Advance, Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance Game Boy Advance, Mortal Kombat Tournament Edition, 2003 Game Advance version. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with you, Mythologies I feel like should be in the I don't know if it will though, because it's an adventure game. Technically it's not like an actual fighting game. All these are all the fighting games. If they have like a collection of like there are adventure games like Shaolin Monks and and Mythologies, you can even do Special Forces with that. Like there's, you can make another. I don't know if they would ever do that though, because I feel like it's not as popular as like the actual fighting games. But it would be cool to see Mythologies make it in. So we got Mortal Kombat Ultimate. So we get a Deadly Alliance, but it's gonna be the 2002 Game Boy Advance version. So I wonder how that's gonna go about. We haven't seen them talk about that in any way. I don't think in any of the trailers they showed the Deadly Alliance one. It's kind of like, I wonder how they're gonna do it. If that's the case, why not just bring Deadly Alliance? Just remaster Deadly Alliance completely. I don't know, that's a little weird. I don't know why they're including the Game Boy Advance version. It's kind of weird, right? So okay, so now they just confirmed Mortal Kombat Trilogy. That's awesome, bro. I'm so hyped about Trilogy, dude. Let's see what people are saying. Trilogy confirmed. Now all we need is MK Gold. There's no way they just confirmed Trilogy. They're gonna confirm MK Gold. MK Trilogy, now you're speaking my language. Right, exactly. They had to make Trilogy in this. But see, I kind of want Shaolin Monks 2, but at the same time, I don't think it's gonna happen just because it's not. I mean, it's a beat 'em up game. It's not a fighting game. Yeah, everybody's super happy about it. MK9's not coming. That's gonna be a remaster. But dude, this is hype, dude. This is hype. I wonder if they're gonna keep adding them into the into like, maybe they'll keep doing these teasers until the game officially releases. Do we have an actual release date yet?
Flawless victory.
I don't think there's not an actual release date, right? It says this year, but it doesn't say when. I guess I probably assume it'd be like around September if I had to really take a guess. I don't know, but anyways, guys, yeah, so outside of just the basically Trilogy getting confirmed and all the collection stuff, I kind of want to do some more. I like doing some more reaction Mortal Kombat content as well on the channel. So I'm thinking about doing like the Evil games, like the top 8. I've talked about it in the past, but never really got around to doing it. But since it's Evil, I think I'm gonna do it because like I really wanted to start checking out some of the gameplay for Evo. I kind of always wanted to do the reactions of, and honestly, I'm not like a professional gamer or anything, a professional Mortal Kombat fighter, but I think it'd be cool to kind of like just react and just talk about like what we see in these professional tournaments. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about that, and how you guys feeling about the collection edition. I'm super hyped for it, bro. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like with Trilogy being confirmed, I'm gonna be honest, like right now, Trilogy is probably gonna be the main one I'm playing in this, unless Mortal Kombat Gold comes out. Because like, bro, Mortal Kombat, Mortal Kombat 4. Okay, like I played the hell out of Mortal Kombat 4, dude. My favorite. I even say to this day, whenever like you would break Jarek's leg, and he used to go, "Oh my legs." Dude, I still do that to this day. I still make that noise to this day. It's so funny, bro. And then like even like in what Jax's ending, where he's like, "You can't do this to me. This is police brutality," and Jax is like, "No, this is a fatality." And he just throws him off the cliff. Like, bro, Mortal Kombat 4 has some really dope moments. Like, especially like I think like one of my favorite endings in Mortal Kombat is probably the Mortal Kombat 4 ending with what you call it, the Johnny Cage one, when they're throwing shit at him while he's accepting his award. That is either that one or the Liu Kang katana one, where he saves her and then breaks her free, and then she offers for him to become the king of Edenia, and he kind of just like denies it. It was cool. Even like Raiden's freaking ending, where he just kind of goes up and becomes the Elder God. Mortal Kombat used to have such dope stories and dope things in it. It makes me sad thinking of the state of what Mortal Kombat is now. But anyways, that's not what this video is. It's not a W. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer in it. But anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about, you know, Trilogy getting confirmed, and if there's any other type of Mortal Kombat content you guys want to see on the channel. It doesn't even matter. Like, I do have some ideas for future videos. I'm just trying to figure out what is the next step on making Mortal Kombat videos. But anyways, guys, I'm out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Peace.